Welcome to our channel, where we explore the most profound aspects of spiritual awakening and personal evolution. We are so glad to have you here as we embark on today's powerful topic, the chosen one. You are stepping into your true identity. This is a message that speaks directly to the heart of who you truly are. It's a reminder that you are not just who the world has told you to be. You are so much more than the labels, roles, and expectations that have been placed upon you. The time has come for you to release these false identities and embrace your true, authentic self. Many of us have spent years, if not decades, living according to the identities we've inherited from society, family, and the world around us. But deep inside, there is a yearning for something more. There's a whisper in your soul that calls you to remember who you truly are. This yearning is the beginning of a spiritual awakening, a call to step into your true identity, the one that is aligned with your soul's deepest purpose. Today, we're going to take a closer look at what it means to step into that true self and embrace the higher version of who you are. In this video, we'll explore how to recognize your true identity, how to understand the calling that has brought you here, and how to step fully into your power. The path to stepping into your true self isn't always easy, and it often requires letting go of old beliefs and shedding the limitations that you've carried for so long. But the beauty of this journey is that it will ultimately lead you to a place of greater authenticity, fulfillment, and alignment with your higher purpose. If you've been feeling a pull to something greater than yourself, or if you've been questioning who you really are and what your true purpose is, you're in the right place. Stepping into your true identity is about remembering that you are more than just the physical self you see in the mirror. It's about reconnecting with the essence of who you were always meant to be, your soul's highest expression. When you align with this true identity, you can tap into an incredible power that allows you to move through life with confidence, purpose, and clarity. It's a journey of self-discovery that will help you break free from the chains of limiting beliefs and step into the fullness of your potential. So, if you've been searching for answers or wondering what your true purpose is, this video will provide insights, guidance, and inspiration to help you step into your true identity. Together, we will explore the steps you can take to release the old identities and embrace the powerful, authentic being that you are meant to be. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content that will support your spiritual growth and journey of self-discovery. By subscribing, you'll ensure that you never miss out on more videos that will empower you on your path to awakening your true self. Thank you for being here with us today, and let's get started on this beautiful journey of discovering your true identity. As we begin this exploration of stepping into your true identity, it's important to first understand one crucial thing. The journey begins with recognizing the call. This is the inner stirring that tugs at your soul, the feeling that you are meant for something greater than what you have been experiencing. It may have started as a faint whisper, or perhaps as a more intense longing, but it's there, waiting to be heard. This is the beginning of your awakening. In the introduction, we discussed how stepping into your true self requires shedding false identities and embracing a higher version of yourself. But before you can do that, you must first recognize the calling to your true identity. The truth is, many of us spend much of our lives not fully tuned in to the deeper stirrings of our souls. We're often caught up in the busyness of life, consumed with responsibilities, expectations, and societal pressures. But beneath the surface, there's an undeniable force that's pulling us toward our authentic selves. This is the inner calling, and it's an essential part of the awakening process. You may have already felt this calling in your life. It's that feeling of discontentment, of not quite fitting into the life you're currently living. It's the deep desire to be more than what you've allowed yourself to be, to step into a role that aligns with your true purpose. The inner calling is not always clear at first. Sometimes it comes in the form of vague feelings of dissatisfaction, a sense that something is missing, or a quiet but persistent thought that you're capable of achieving more. It may even feel like a dissonance between who you are and who you've become. The calling is the voice of your soul asking you to listen, to wake up, and to start seeing beyond the surface of your life. It's an invitation to start the journey of self-discovery, where you begin to reconnect with who you truly are, beyond the masks and roles you've played up until now. Recognizing this call is the first step in your spiritual awakening. It's about tuning into your own inner voice and allowing yourself to be guided by it. It's easy to ignore or dismiss these feelings when they arise, especially if they challenge the comfort zone you've built. After all, change is intimidating. However, acknowledging that inner stirring is the key to unlocking the door to your true identity. When you start to listen to that inner call, you open yourself up to new possibilities, to the real you that has been waiting to emerge. There's no singular moment when you hear this calling. For some, it happens gradually, while for others, it may come as a sudden, life-changing realization. Perhaps you felt a deep sense of wanting to break free from the routine or expectations, or maybe you've experienced moments of clarity where everything suddenly feels aligned with a higher purpose. Whatever form it takes, the key is recognizing it for what it is, your soul's invitation to step into a new version of yourself. This is where the real journey begins, and it's often followed by a shift in awareness. This inner calling often leads to a shift in awareness. At first, you may notice a subtle feeling of dissatisfaction creeping in. Maybe you start to question the life you're living, or you find yourself wondering, is this all there is? These are the early signs of spiritual awakening. This shift isn't always easy or comfortable, but it is necessary for growth. It begins as a yearning for something deeper, something more meaningful. It's the recognition that the path you've been walking is no longer serving you, and that there's a higher calling waiting for you to embrace it. As your awareness shifts, you start to see your life and the world around you through a different lens. Things that once felt important may start to lose their significance, while things you never considered before may suddenly feel essential. You begin to feel an urgency to align your life with something more authentic. This shift in awareness marks the beginning of stepping into your true identity. You start to realize that you've been living in a way that was out of alignment with who you truly are, and now you're ready to change that. The process is gradual but profound. Little by little, you start to shed the old layers of your personality and beliefs, and you begin to uncover the person you were always meant to be. This shift also brings with it a sense of clarity. As you tune into the call and begin to reconnect with your soul's true desires, the fog begins to lift. You begin to see opportunities and possibilities that were once invisible to you. It's as though the world suddenly makes sense in a new way. Your vision becomes clearer, and you start to understand what you truly want out of life. Not what society has told you to want, but what resonates deeply with your soul. You become more aware of your needs, your desires, and your purpose, and you begin to see your life's journey in a more meaningful and aligned way. If this resonates with you, it's important to acknowledge that this shift is a sign that you are on the right path. You are starting to align with your true self, and you are opening yourself up to a new phase of your spiritual evolution. Recognizing this shift in awareness is a key step in stepping into your true identity. The more you pay attention to these shifts, the more you allow them to guide you, the more empowered you will feel. This awareness is the first step to unlocking your soul's true potential and embracing the life you are meant to live. If you felt this inner pull, this stirring within your soul that something greater awaits you, or if you've sensed that you are being called to something beyond what you've known, you are not alone. You are stepping into a deeper connection with your true identity, and your journey is just beginning. If you felt this inner pull, hit like and share this video with others who may be experiencing the same calling. Let's continue to support each other on this journey of self-discovery as we step into our true, authentic selves together. Now that we've explored the inner calling and the shift in awareness that lead you toward recognizing your true identity, the next crucial step on this journey is shedding the false identities and limiting beliefs that have held you back. Once you begin to sense that there is more to you than meets the eye, and that your true self is calling you, the real challenge begins. To step fully into your authentic self, you must let go of the personas and beliefs that you've accumulated over the years. These false identities, often shaped by society, family, or past experiences, are not who you truly are. They are simply masks you've worn to fit into the expectations and roles that others have created for you. In the previous section, we discussed how you might start to feel a deep dissatisfaction with your current life, as you awaken to the realization that you are meant for more. It's at this point, when you begin to shift your awareness, that you start to notice how many of the labels you've worn over the years are limiting you from truly stepping into your power. These labels, be it your job title, your role in a relationship, or the social identity you've created, are not your true self. They are merely external projections, often influenced by the world around you. The first step in this process is to recognize these external labels for what they are: temporary, shifting roles that are not the essence of who you are. The labels may have been useful at one point in your life, but they no longer serve you on the path toward your true identity. For example, you may have been identified as the perfect student or the successful professional, but deep inside, you know that these identities are not the full picture of who you are. These labels can trap you in a rigid self-image that holds you back from expressing the full range of your authentic self. To shed these false identities, you need to first create space for the truth. This means allowing yourself the freedom to step outside the roles you've been given and start exploring who you are beyond the expectations of others. It's about breaking free from the idea that you must live up to external standards or be defined by what others think you should be. You are not your job, your status, or the family role you play. You are an evolving, dynamic individual, and your true self is much more expansive and profound than any label can define. Letting go of these false identities is not always easy. There may be a sense of guilt or fear attached to releasing them, especially if you've spent a long time building your life around these roles. You may worry about what others will think or how they will perceive you if you step away from the image they have of you. However, the liberation that comes with shedding these false identities is worth the discomfort. When you let go of the masks you've been wearing, you allow your true self to emerge, free, unencumbered, and empowered to live authentically. Alongside shedding these external identities, you will also encounter limiting beliefs that have been ingrained in your subconscious over time. These beliefs are often the silent barriers that prevent you from stepping into your true identity and embracing your full potential. These limiting beliefs are not truths, but rather stories that you've accepted as reality. You might hear the voice inside your head saying things like, "I'm not good enough," or "I don't deserve to follow my dreams." These thoughts and beliefs have likely been shaped by your past experiences, the opinions of others, or societal conditioning. They serve to keep you in a state of limitation and prevent you from fully stepping into your power. Recognizing and confronting these limiting beliefs is a critical part of your transformation. As you embark on the journey to your true identity, you will inevitably encounter these mental barriers. They might show up as fears about failure, doubts about your worthiness, or a sense that you are somehow undeserving of success, love, or happiness. These beliefs are deeply embedded, often stemming from childhood experiences, societal expectations, or the projections of those around you. You may have internalized these ideas over time, but now is the time to challenge them and realize that they do not define you. The first step in overcoming limiting beliefs is to acknowledge them. You cannot change what you are unaware of, so begin by identifying the beliefs that have been holding you back. Write them down if you need to, and take a moment to reflect on where these beliefs originated. Are they based on someone else's opinion? Are they rooted in fear or past failures? Once you have identified these limiting beliefs, you can begin the process of reframing them. Challenge these beliefs by questioning their validity. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? What evidence do I have to support this? What if I were to let go of this belief? Reframing limiting beliefs involves replacing them with more empowering and supportive thoughts that align with your true identity. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," try affirming, "I am worthy and capable of achieving everything I set my mind to." With time and practice, these positive affirmations will begin to overwrite the negative beliefs that have held you back. Another essential aspect of overcoming limiting beliefs is forgiving yourself. Often, limiting beliefs are rooted in past mistakes or experiences that caused emotional pain. You may have felt inadequate or unworthy after facing rejection, failure, or criticism. It's important to acknowledge the hurt that these experiences caused, but also to forgive yourself for any perceived shortcomings. Understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a natural part of growth. Forgiving yourself and letting go of past failures is an essential step in freeing yourself from the limiting beliefs that keep you from stepping into your true identity. The work of shedding false identities and limiting beliefs is ongoing. As you continue on your path of self-discovery, you may encounter new beliefs and identities that need to be released. But each time you shed a layer, you get closer to your true, authentic self. You begin to step into your power, knowing that you are no longer confined by the roles and beliefs that once defined you. If you're ready to release these false identities and limiting beliefs, leave a like and share this video to help others break free too. Remember, you are not alone on this journey, and every step you take towards shedding these layers is one step closer to living the life you were meant to live, fully aligned with your true self. Let's continue to support each other as we break free from the limitations of the past and step into the authenticity and power of our true identity. Now that we've explored how to shed false identities and release limiting beliefs, we move on to one of the most exciting and empowering steps in the journey of self-discovery: embracing your unique purpose. Once you've peeled away the layers of conditioning, doubt, and fear, what you find beneath is something beautiful, profound, and incredibly powerful: your true self. This is the moment where you reconnect with your soul's purpose and begin to fully understand why you are here. It's the moment when you realize that your existence is not an accident, but a deliberate creation of the universe, designed with a unique mission that only you can fulfill. Transitioning from shedding false identities to embracing your purpose is like stepping into a new chapter of your life. You've done the work of letting go. Now it's time to move forward and embrace the life that is waiting for you. The real excitement comes in understanding that you are not here by chance, but for a very specific reason. Your soul's purpose is the guiding light that will help you navigate through life with meaning, fulfillment, and a deep sense of connection to the world around you. Understanding your purpose is not just about finding what you are meant to do, it's about discovering who you are meant to be. Once you shed the false layers, the truth of your purpose begins to reveal itself. At first, it may be subtle, a quiet knowing that something greater is at play. But over time, the pieces start to come together. This is the part of the journey when you begin to understand that you are part of something much bigger than yourself. Your soul has a unique mission, one that is aligned with your values, passions, and deep desires. You are born with a blueprint that only you can fulfill. No one else can take your place, because your specific gifts and talents are meant to be shared in this world. You have something special to offer, and when you step into your purpose, you begin to understand that all your experiences, challenges, and growth up until this point have been preparing you for this very moment. Understanding your soul's purpose is a deeply personal experience. It's not something that is given to you from an external source, or that you can fully find in books or teachings. While guidance can certainly help you discover your purpose, the true understanding comes from within. It's about listening to the whispers of your heart, following the call of your intuition, and trusting that the signs along the way are guiding you toward the truth of who you are. Your purpose is not a destination, but a journey of alignment. It's not just about what you do for a living, or the role you play in society. It's about embodying the essence of who you are in every aspect of your life. It's about being true to yourself, following your passions, and living authentically. As you begin to understand your soul's purpose, you will find that things start to fall into place. Opportunities that align with your true calling begin to show up in unexpected ways. You may discover new passions, connect with like-minded people, or find that your life is starting to feel more fulfilling and aligned with your deepest desires. The more you connect with your purpose, the more you will feel a sense of flow and alignment in your life. You will start to experience greater clarity, confidence, and joy as you are no longer living for someone else's expectations, but for your own soul's calling. With this understanding of your soul's purpose, the next step is aligning with that purpose. This is where you start to take conscious action toward fulfilling your mission. Aligning with your purpose is the process of actively choosing to live in a way that reflects who you truly are. This is not just a mental or intellectual understanding, it's about making decisions and taking actions that are in harmony with your soul's calling. Whether it's in your career, your relationships, or your personal growth, Every decision you make now is an opportunity to step more fully into the person you were always meant to be. Aligning with your purpose requires courage. It's easy to stay in familiar situations, even if they no longer serve you, because stepping into your true identity can feel uncertain and risky. But embracing your purpose means choosing the path of authenticity, even when it feels uncomfortable or challenging. It means saying yes to opportunities that align with your soul, even when they don't fit the mold you've been taught to follow. It means trusting that the universe will support you when you take inspired action toward your true purpose. When you align with your purpose, you will naturally feel more confident and empowered. The clarity you receive from understanding your soul's mission makes decision-making easier. You will find that the things you once feared or hesitated to pursue now feel like natural steps forward. Whether it's changing careers, starting a new venture, or deepening a personal relationship, you will begin to move forward with a sense of certainty and direction, because you know that your actions are in alignment with your true self. This alignment doesn't just affect your personal life, it ripples out into the world around you. When you live in alignment with your soul's purpose, you inspire others to do the same. Your energy shifts from one of doubt and hesitation to one of power and purpose, and others are naturally drawn to that energy. As you align with your purpose, you create a space for others to step into their own truth. The impact of your authenticity is far-reaching and creates a ripple effect that spreads out into your community and beyond. Your unique purpose is not limited to a specific profession or role. It could manifest in many different ways, through art, leadership, service, teaching, or any other way that allows you to express your true self. The key is that you embrace it fully and allow it to flow into every aspect of your life. Your purpose is the thread that connects all of your experiences, relationships, and aspirations, and when you align with it, you will feel a deep sense of fulfillment and meaning. As you embark on this journey of embracing your purpose, it's essential to remember that this is your path. No one else can fulfill your purpose but you. Others may walk beside you, share similar goals, or offer guidance, but your journey is uniquely yours. The universe has a plan for you, and when you align with that plan, you begin to see how everything in your life falls into place. If you feel called to embrace your unique purpose, hit like and share this video to inspire others to align with their true calling. You are not alone on this journey, and by sharing this message, you help create a network of individuals who are ready to step into their true identities and make a meaningful impact on the world. Let's support each other as we all embark on the path of discovering and living our soul's purpose. Together, we can create a more authentic, purposeful world. Now that you've begun to understand your soul's purpose and align with your true calling, the next step in the journey of stepping into your true identity is embracing and owning your power. This is the moment when you realize that not only are you worthy of living your purpose, but you are also fully capable of stepping into the world with confidence and strength. The process of owning your power is about fully embracing your inherent abilities, recognizing your worth, and using that strength to live boldly and authentically. It's about taking responsibility for your life, your choices, and your actions, and no longer allowing fear or self-doubt to hold you back. Having come from the work of understanding your unique purpose and aligning with it, you are now faced with the task of taking ownership of the path you've set out on. Stepping into your power is about realizing that you have always had everything you need within you to fulfill your purpose. You were never meant to play small or hide your true brilliance. The journey toward embracing your power may have required you to shed layers of fear, limiting beliefs, and self-doubt. But now that you've removed those, the real work begins. Taking bold action and stepping confidently into the world, ready to show up as your true self. Owning your power means shedding the habit of self-sabotage, no longer giving in to insecurities that tell you you're not enough. It's about rejecting the idea that your worth is determined by external achievements or approval from others. Instead, you recognize that you are worthy simply by being who you are. You were born with a unique set of gifts, talents, and perspectives, and your power comes from owning those qualities unapologetically. Stepping into your true identity requires you to look in the mirror and accept the person staring back at you, flaws and all. with compassion and confidence. No more hiding, no more shrinking to make others feel comfortable. It's time to own your brilliance and step into the world as the powerful being you are meant to be. The first step in this process is empowering yourself. It's one thing to recognize your power, it's another to actively take steps to embrace and activate it. This is where the rubber meets the road. Empowerment is about taking action. It's about breaking through the inertia of fear and hesitation and moving forward with intention. For many, it's easy to recognize the potential within themselves, but it's much harder to take action toward realizing that potential. You may have spent years doubting yourself or waiting for the perfect moment to act, but now is the time to stop waiting and start stepping into the life that you've always been capable of creating. Empowering yourself involves making choices that align with your true self and purpose. It's about setting clear intentions for your life, defining what you want, and taking the necessary steps to achieve those goals. This can involve big, bold actions, like changing your career, starting a new project, or creating a new vision for your life. But it can also be smaller, daily actions, like affirming your worth, setting boundaries, or committing to personal growth through consistent practice. The key is to stop waiting for external validation or permission, and to begin trusting that you have the strength and capability to make things happen on your own terms. As you begin to empower yourself, you will start to feel a shift in your energy. You will begin to notice that things that once seemed impossible now feel more within reach. This is because the energy you are putting out into the world is aligned with your true self, and the universe will start to reflect that energy back to you. When you own your power, you naturally attract opportunities, people, and experiences that support your growth and purpose. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. The world around you starts to light up, and everything you need begins to align. Empowering yourself also means trusting your intuition and allowing it to guide you. As you step into your power, your inner voice becomes louder and clearer. The more you act on your intuition, the more confident you become in trusting it. This inner guidance system is one of your most powerful tools, and as you embrace your true identity, it will become your compass, leading you through every decision and challenge along the way. Empowering yourself means listening to this voice and using it to make decisions that are in alignment with your soul's purpose. A crucial aspect of stepping into your power is learning how to stop hiding from your greatness. Many of us have been conditioned to downplay our talents, avoid standing out, or shrink in the presence of others. This habit of hiding stems from fear of judgment, fear of failure, and sometimes fear of success. But your true power comes when you decide to stand tall, shine brightly, and let the world see who you really are. You are not here to dim your light for the comfort of others. When you embrace your greatness, you give others permission to do the same. Your authenticity is a beacon that can inspire those around you to step into their own power as well. To stop hiding from your greatness means to be unapologetic about who you are and what you offer to the world. It's about no longer second-guessing your worth or shrinking away from opportunities that come your way. It's time to show up fully, with confidence and conviction. You are not just here to survive, you are here to thrive, to express your full potential, and to make an impact in the world in your own unique way. The process of stepping into your power is deeply transformational. It requires courage to break free from the chains of self-doubt and fear. But as you begin to embrace your true identity and step into your power, you'll start to feel a profound sense of empowerment. You will realize that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, and that the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. The more you step into your power, the more you will find that you attract the support, resources, and people that align with your purpose. Your life will begin to unfold in new and exciting ways, and you will feel a sense of fulfillment and joy that comes from living authentically. Stepping into your power is not about becoming someone else. It's about embracing the fullness of who you already are. It's about removing the layers of doubt, fear, and limitation, and allowing your true, powerful self to emerge. When you do this, you'll find that you are more capable than you ever imagined. The power you've been seeking was always inside you, waiting to be activated. Ready to step into your power? If you feel inspired to embrace your true self, and begin taking the steps toward living in alignment with your purpose. Hit like and share this video with anyone who is ready to embrace their own power. This journey is one of transformation, and by sharing this message, you are helping others take the first step toward their own empowerment. Let's continue to support each other as we step into the fullness of who we are meant to be, embracing our power and living our purpose. The world needs your light, and now is the time to let it shine. Having explored the power of stepping into your true identity and embracing your purpose, we now move into a critical part of the journey, overcoming fear and doubt. Even as you begin to own your personal power and step boldly into your authentic self, you will inevitably encounter resistance. This resistance often comes in the form of fear and self-doubt, two forces that can feel paralyzing but do not have to control you. Understanding that these emotions are a natural part of the process is crucial. It's not about eliminating fear or doubt entirely, but learning how to face them, acknowledge them, and move through them with confidence. As you take steps forward on your spiritual journey and begin to embrace your true identity, you will likely face moments when fear and doubt creep in. These feelings are a natural part of growth. When you start living more authentically and stepping into your power, it often challenges the status quo and disrupts old patterns. The ego doesn't like change, and so it produces fear and doubt to keep you in a safe, familiar place. However, it's important to remember that fear is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. In fact, fear often arises when you are on the edge of growth and transformation. It's a sign that you are stepping out of your comfort zone, and that is exactly where the magic happens. Fear and doubt are often the internal signals that indicate you're making progress. When you begin to challenge old beliefs, take new actions, or follow your true path, the ego will try to hold you back with these emotions. The key is to face resistance head-on. Rather than avoiding or suppressing your fear, face it with courage and awareness. Recognize that fear is simply a feeling, not a permanent reality. It may seem overwhelming at first, but you have the power to transform your fear into fuel for growth. When you face fear with a willingness to continue moving forward, it loses its grip on you. You realize that fear is just an emotion, and it doesn't need to dictate your actions or limit your potential. As you face resistance and push through the fear, you may also encounter self-doubt. Self-doubt can be one of the most paralyzing emotions that can stop you in your tracks. It may make you question your abilities, your worthiness, or whether you are capable of fulfilling the purpose you've discovered. These feelings of doubt often arise when you're stepping into unknown territory or doing something outside your comfort zone. It's natural to feel uncertain when you're doing something new or unfamiliar, but self-doubt is not the same as lack of ability. Self-doubt is simply the voice of fear trying to convince you that you're not enough. To overcome self-doubt, the first step is to recognize it for what it is, a fleeting thought, not an absolute truth. When you start to feel doubt creeping in, take a moment to pause and observe it. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact, or is it simply fear trying to hold me back? By observing your doubt from a place of awareness, you can distance yourself from it and regain control. You don't have to accept self-doubt as the final verdict on your abilities or your path. Another important strategy in overcoming self-doubt is trusting in your abilities and the divine timing of your journey. When you start to question your worth or your potential, remind yourself of all the successes, strengths, and talents you've developed along the way. Reflect on the challenges you've already overcome and the growth you've experienced up until this point. Trust that you have the inner resources to face whatever comes your way, and that everything you need will be revealed to you at the right time. The universe will support you as long as you trust in the process and keep moving forward. Sometimes simply taking the next step, even if it feels small, is enough to build momentum and push through the self-doubt. It's also helpful to reframe the way you view challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks or failures, try to see them as opportunities for growth. Each time you face a challenge, you have the chance to expand, learn, and become stronger. Self-doubt often arises when we perceive obstacles as signs of our inadequacy, but the truth is, these challenges are part of the process of stepping into your true self. They are teaching you resilience, patience, and perseverance. By embracing challenges with the mindset that they are here to help you grow, you transform the way you approach doubt and fear. Another powerful way to overcome self-doubt is through affirmations and positive self-talk. When you feel unsure of yourself, make a conscious effort to replace negative thoughts with positive, affirming statements. Remind yourself that you are worthy of success, love, and happiness. Tell yourself that you are capable of achieving your dreams, that you are enough just as you are, and that you are supported by the universe. These affirmations can help shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility and empowerment. By repeating these affirmations regularly, you reprogram your subconscious mind to believe in your abilities and your potential. In addition to affirmations, visualization is another powerful tool for overcoming self-doubt. Take a moment each day to visualize yourself succeeding and living the life you desire. See yourself fully aligned with your purpose, confident in your abilities, and overcoming any challenges that come your way. Visualizing success helps you create a mental image of the person you want to become, which in turn helps you step into that version of yourself in the physical world. When you imagine your success and feel the emotions associated with it, you create a stronger belief in your own potential. Ultimately, overcoming fear and self-doubt is about taking action despite the feelings of uncertainty. It's about moving forward with courage, even when you don't have all the answers or when the path ahead seems unclear. Every step you take, no matter how small, is an affirmation of your commitment to stepping into your true identity and embracing your unique purpose. Fear and doubt will always be a part of the process, but they don't have to stop you. The more you face them, the more you build your inner strength and confidence. You become more resilient and capable of handling whatever challenges come your way. And with each step, you move closer to the person you were always meant to be. If you've been battling fear and doubt, don't forget to hit like and share this video to encourage someone else who may need that extra boost of confidence. Remember, you are not alone in this journey, and by sharing your struggles and insights, you can inspire others to face their own fears and step into their true selves. Together, we can support one another as we continue on this path of growth and self-discovery. As we move forward on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, one of the most crucial steps to stepping into your true identity is learning to connect with your higher self and the divine guidance that is always available to you. In the previous section, we discussed how to face fear and self-doubt as you step into your power, but now it's time to go even deeper. Once you start to embrace your true identity, there is an even greater source of wisdom, strength, and guidance that can support you on your path. Your higher self. Your higher self is the part of you that is deeply connected to the divine, the universe, or whatever higher power you believe in. It's your true essence, the part of you that exists beyond the physical realm and the limitations of the ego. When you are connected to your higher self, you are in alignment with your true purpose and the flow of life. This connection is the ultimate source of wisdom, and when you tune into it, you will feel supported, guided, and empowered to live in full alignment with your soul's mission. The first step in connecting with your higher self is learning to tune in and listen to its guidance. Your higher self is constantly communicating with you, but it can be difficult to hear that inner voice over the noise of everyday life. In order to strengthen your connection to this higher part of you, it's essential to quiet the external distractions and begin to listen to your intuition. The more you trust in your inner wisdom and the messages you receive, the stronger your connection will become. This process may take time, especially if you've been used to relying on external sources for validation or guidance, but with practice, you'll find that your higher self's guidance becomes clearer and more immediate. Tuning into your higher self requires cultivating an awareness of the subtle energies that guide you. It's about being present in the moment and paying attention to the feelings, thoughts, and sensations that arise from within. This is not about logic or reasoning, it's about intuition. You may experience moments of insight or sudden clarity when you're connected to your higher self. These moments might come as a deep knowing, an inner voice, or even a gut feeling that something is right or wrong. The more you practice listening to these subtle messages, the stronger your connection will become. As you tune into your higher self, it's important to trust in the guidance you receive. Doubt is often the biggest obstacle in trusting your intuition. You may question whether what you're hearing is your own mind, or the true voice of your higher self. The key is to trust that, over time, your connection to your higher self will become more refined, and the guidance you receive will feel more aligned with your true purpose. Even if the guidance seems to contradict your logical mind or the expectations of others, trust that it is leading you toward what is best for your soul. Your higher self is always working to bring you into alignment with your highest good, even if it doesn't always make sense in the moment. The practice of connecting with your higher self can be cultivated through several different methods. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for quieting the mind and tuning into your inner wisdom. When you meditate, you create a sacred space where you can silence the external world and listen to the messages of your soul. During meditation, you can ask questions, seek clarity, or simply sit in stillness and allow your higher self to guide you. In time, you will begin to recognize the subtle feelings, visions, and thoughts that arise during your practice as the voice of your higher self. Another way to connect with your higher self is through journaling. Writing down your thoughts, emotions, and reflections can help you access deeper layers of your consciousness. Often, when you journal, the wisdom of your higher self will begin to flow through you in ways you may not have expected. You may find yourself receiving insights, ideas, or messages that feel beyond your ordinary thinking. Journaling is a powerful tool to help you connect to the divine wisdom within you and to reflect on the guidance you are receiving. In addition to meditation and journaling, spending time in nature can also strengthen your connection to your higher self. Nature has an inherent ability to calm the mind and reconnect us with the present moment. When you are surrounded by nature, whether it's walking in a forest, sitting by the ocean, or simply observing the beauty of the natural world, you tap into the universal energy that connects all living things. Nature is a powerful mirror of the divine, and spending time in it can help you clear away mental clutter and strengthen your intuition. In addition to connecting with your higher self, it's also important to open yourself to divine guidance from the universe or the higher power you believe in. The universe is always communicating with you through signs, synchronicities, and messages that guide you toward your purpose. These messages may come in the form of a feeling, a vision, a conversation, or even a chance encounter. The key is to be open and receptive to the signs that are being sent to you. Divine guidance is not always immediate or direct, but when you tune into the energy around you, you begin to recognize the subtle ways the universe is supporting you. The more you trust in divine timing and allow the universe to guide you, the more you will feel that sense of alignment and flow. The divine is constantly working in your favor, even when you don't understand why certain things happen. By letting go of the need to control and trusting in the guidance of the universe, you will begin to experience a sense of peace and certainty that comes with knowing you are being divinely supported every step of the way. To receive divine guidance, it's essential to quiet the mind and create space for the universe to communicate with you. This is where practices like meditation, prayer, and mindfulness come in. When you quiet the mind, you allow yourself to receive the messages that are meant for you. It's about creating an inner space where your soul and the universe can communicate freely. When you listen with an open heart, you will begin to notice how the universe responds to your questions, your needs, and your desires. When you connect with your higher self and divine guidance, you unlock an incredible source of wisdom and clarity. You begin to trust that you are on the right path, and you feel supported in every decision you make. The more you align with your higher self and the divine, the more you will experience a deep sense of peace, purpose, and alignment with your true identity. If you want to strengthen your connection to your higher self today, take a moment to reflect on your practices. Meditate, journal, or simply spend some time in nature to quiet your mind and listen to the messages from within. As you continue to strengthen this connection, you will feel more aligned with your purpose and more confident in the decisions you make. Hit like and share this video to inspire others to connect with their inner wisdom. The more we listen to our higher selves and trust the divine guidance we receive, the more empowered we become to live our true purpose and make a positive impact on the world. Let's continue to support each other on this journey of spiritual growth and self-discovery. Now that we've explored how to connect with your higher self and receive divine guidance, the next essential step on your journey is living in alignment with your true self. The deeper your connection with your soul and the divine, the more it will become clear that the purpose of life is to embody who you truly are and live in a way that is authentic and true to your inner being. The wisdom and clarity you've received through connecting with your higher self should now be put into action. This is where the true transformation takes place, when you take the guidance and step into your life fully, aligned with your authentic self. Living authentically is not just a one-time decision. It is a continuous, conscious choice. It means showing up every day as the most authentic version of yourself, even when it feels difficult or uncomfortable. You may have spent years conforming to the expectations of others, or trying to fit into societal molds that didn't reflect your true nature. Now is the time to stop pretending to be someone you are not. Living authentically means shedding the masks, releasing the false identities, and stepping into the fullness of who you truly are. It means aligning your actions, thoughts, and energy with your soul's purpose, and honoring the unique path you've been called to follow. Being authentic can sometimes feel challenging, especially when the world around you places pressure to conform. It may feel uncomfortable to break free from the patterns and roles you've played for so long. But this discomfort is the sign that you are growing, evolving, and aligning with your true self. The beauty of living authentically is that it brings you into alignment with your highest potential, allowing you to experience life in a way that feels natural, empowering, and fulfilling. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but the more you embrace it, the more you will experience the peace and joy that come from being true to yourself. As you step into this authentic version of yourself, life begins to flow more effortlessly. When you are aligned with your true self, things start to fall into place in a way that feels natural and harmonious. Opportunities arise that resonate with your soul, and you attract the right people, experiences, and circumstances that support your purpose. This is the magic of living authentically. You begin to align with the universe's flow, and everything you need shows up when the timing is right. The more you embrace your true identity, the more the universe conspires to help you fulfill your purpose. When you are being true to yourself, you will find that your life becomes less about struggle and more about ease. There is less need for forcing outcomes or pushing against the current. Instead, you find yourself moving with the natural rhythm of life, trusting that what is meant for you will come at the right time. You attract opportunities that align with your values and goals, and your relationships deepen because you are being authentic and transparent. This alignment with your true self creates a sense of inner peace and satisfaction that cannot be found when you are living inauthentically or conforming to the expectations of others. Being true to yourself also means embracing your individuality. Your uniqueness is one of your greatest strengths. There is no one else in this world like you, and that is something to be celebrated. When you live authentically, you honor the gifts and talents that make you who you are. You stop comparing yourself to others and begin to appreciate the qualities that make you special. You no longer seek external validation or approval because you recognize that your worth is inherent and does not depend on anyone's opinion of you. Living authentically means standing firmly in your individuality, knowing that you have something unique to offer to the world. In addition to embracing your individuality, living authentically means standing in your truth. This can mean expressing your thoughts, feelings, and desires without fear of judgment or rejection. It may involve setting boundaries with others and saying no when something does not align with your values or purpose. Standing in your truth requires courage, as it often challenges the status quo and requires you to take risks. But when you are living in alignment with your true self, you know that the risk is worth it. The freedom that comes from expressing your true essence far outweighs any temporary discomfort you might feel along the way. Living authentically is not always easy, but it is always worth it. The more you step into your true self, the more you will experience a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose. You will no longer feel like you're living someone else's life or playing a role that doesn't resonate with who you truly are. Instead, you will feel a deep connection to your soul's purpose, and your life will begin to reflect that alignment. As you continue on this journey, you will find that each step forward brings you closer to the person you were always meant to be. And as you embrace your true identity, the universe will continue to support you. providing you with the guidance, opportunities, and people you need to fulfill your mission. The beauty of living authentically is that it not only benefits you, but also inspires others to do the same. When you show up as your true self, unapologetically and confidently, you give others permission to do the same. Your authenticity becomes a beacon of light, encouraging those around you to shed their own false identities and embrace their true selves. As you align with your highest potential, you create a ripple effect that can transform your community, your relationships, and even the world. Living in alignment with your true self is not a destination, but a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. The more you align with your soul's purpose, the more you will feel connected to the divine flow of life. It's about listening to your inner wisdom, following your heart, and trusting that the path will unfold as it's meant to. Living authentically is a constant reminder that you are worthy of living the life you desire, and that everything you need to create that life is already within you. If you're ready to live authentically and step into your true identity, like this video, share it with those who need to hear this message, and subscribe to our channel for more guidance on living your true purpose. Your journey toward authenticity is one of the most empowering experiences you can have, and by sharing your truth, you can help others on their path to doing the same. Together, we can create a world where everyone is free to live as their authentic, empowered selves. Thank you for joining us today, and may you continue to walk in alignment with your true self, embracing the power and potential within you. Today, we've explored the profound and transformative journey of stepping into your true identity, a path that is uniquely meant for the chosen one. This journey is not one that happens overnight, but it is one that requires patience, commitment, and courage. It begins with the process of shedding the false identities that have been placed upon you by society, family, or past experiences. These identities, which may have once served you, no longer align with the truth of who you are. Once you've removed these layers, you begin to reconnect with the deeper truth of your soul. You start to understand that you were never meant to live as someone else, but rather as the authentic, unique individual you were always destined to be. The next part of this journey is embracing your soul's purpose. When you align with your purpose, you step into your true power and potential. This is where you begin to recognize that you have a mission, a calling that only you can fulfill. Your purpose is your soul's roadmap, guiding you toward the path that will bring you fulfillment and meaning. As you begin to take steps toward this purpose, you also face fear and self-doubt, emotions that are inevitable on this journey. But the key is not to let these fears control you. Instead, you learn how to face them head-on and move forward with courage, trusting that your higher self is always guiding you. As you continue on this path, you will experience moments of profound connection with your higher self. You'll feel that your actions, thoughts, and decisions are no longer dictated by external forces, but are aligned with the deepest desires of your soul. Your higher self is always guiding you, sending messages through intuition, synchronicities, and moments of clarity. The more you tune in, the stronger this connection becomes, helping you stay on the path toward your true identity. Living authentically is the final piece of this puzzle. It's about showing up as your true self every day, honoring your inner truth, and living in alignment with your highest purpose. The more you live authentically, the more effortlessly life flows. You begin to attract the right opportunities, people, and experiences that support your growth. And the beauty of this process is that it inspires others to do the same. As you step into your true identity, you give others the permission and the courage to embrace their own. You have the power to step into your true identity and fulfill the greater purpose you were born for. This journey requires you to trust yourself, embrace your power, and face the fears that arise along the way. The more you reconnect with your soul and align with your higher self, the more you will feel a sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. The world needs your unique gifts, and when you embrace who you truly are, you become a beacon of light for others to follow. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. By subscribing, you'll stay connected with us and continue receiving valuable insights to support your journey of self-discovery. Thank you for watching, and may you continue to walk in the light, embracing your true identity and purpose. Remember, you are not just a small part of the world. You are here to make an impact, to shine brightly, and to live in alignment with the authentic, powerful being that you truly are.